So the reason a lot of people struggle with authenticity is not because they don't know who they are. It's because they think who they are can't be loved. Like they think that the person they are needs to change or be modified or be something different so that people around them can approve of them or love them. But here's the crazy caveat. Here's the most interesting thing, that people love authenticity. They love the fullness of you. They don't want you to pretend to be something else. They don't want you to act differently. They don't want you to be different, because we live in this world that's so oversaturated with fakeness that when people are just generally themselves, when they're vulnerable, when they're open, when they show you their weakness, it is something beautiful. Too many people are hiding from that. They don't want to be who they actually are because they think that they need to be something different to be loved. And the most authentic you is going to be the you that gets the love you deserve. This is the interesting thing, right? If you have to fake something, if you have to fake being somebody to be loved, those people aren't going to love you fully. They're going to love who you pretend to be. And the struggle with pretending to be something is that you can't keep that up. Like, it's really hard to keep up a facade for so long. At some point, you're going to break down and just be upset with yourself. We need to learn to use our authenticity as our superpower. Like, just be openly yourself. And what's so beautiful about that is that what you're going to do is you're going to push away the people that don't belong in your life, the people that don't benefit you, the people that don't love you, that don't serve you, that don't help you grow. All these things are going to be pushed away because the most authentic you is going to repulse the things that don't belong in your life, and is going to attract the things that you do belong. And this is just exactly what we should be living in. Because again, we continue to think that if we are like certain people or have certain things or look certain ways or do certain actions, that's the thing that's going to attract that life that we need. That's going to attract the love that we need. And that's just not going to happen. The most authentic you is the you that invites the people into their lives that belong in their lives. Like the people that would benefit and grow and serve you. They are going to love you. They're going to love who you are, not who you pretend to be, not who you strip yourself down, not the character you put up so that people can love you and be okay with you. They're going to love the authentic you. Now, getting to authenticity, actually being authentic at its core, it's being aware of your flaws, is being aware of your mistakes, is being aware of your strengths, is being aware of your vulnerability. If you know what these things are, if you're open to this, then you can allow yourself to grow and to mold within that. You don't have to step outside of it to be something different. So becoming authentic, like really diving into your power, stuff like this, like social media has had this shift where it's happening, where people are so tired of the oversaturated, over-edited, over-extra things. I think that's something that equates directly with life. Like this reality where we don't want any more theatrics. We're so tired of just being lied to. We're so tired of just being manipulated or controlled or all these things that we just desire vulnerability. We desire the openness that people have in them because that's who we're meant to connect with. You are meant to be connected with these people, not the falseness that we're getting. So what I mean by authenticity is going to be your breakout, is going to be your power, is going to be the thing that liberates you. It's the thing that you should be. That's the reality of our life, that if we aren't authentically ourselves, we have to pretend to be someone else. If you don't allow yourself to be fully vulnerable and open with who you actually are, you're going to have to live a whole life pretending to be someone you're not. And eventually, you're just going to get so tired of that. We get so tired of this consistent rat race of trying to be something different just to be like everyone else, which is the irony of it all. But if you're authentically you, if you aren't swayed or pushed by the doubts or the lies or the shortcomings of other people, if you don't allow the hurt people to hurt you too, if you don't allow these people that have consistently fighting themselves to fight you and convince you that you shouldn't be you, if you are authentically you, everything else falls into place. And yes, does it feel like it's perfect and amazing all the time? No, that's the reality. But yes, it will change something in you. It will allow you to see those things as they happen and know that those things don't control power over you because you are already the most authentic you. Everything else is either added or pushed away. So being authentically yourself, being vulnerable, being open is so hard because we've been conditioned to do the opposite. But the moment that you decide that you no longer want to continue in that, the moment that you decide that I am not going to continue to fall short and continue to give people power over me or continue to give people power to manipulate or control or make me feel less than, the moment you decide that the authentic you is the you that you desire to fully be, everything shifts. You don't give them power anymore. Authentic you will live out the person that you were meant to be. And everything else just falls into place because you've allowed it to have space to grow, instead of creating a barrier of who you're pretending to be so it doesn't fit in. You becoming the most authentic you is the most powerful thing you will ever do. Let it happen.